Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm testing the Tsurinoya Elf Pro. This is the casting version, 8'2", so almost 2.5 meters. It will cast from 3 to 12 grams, and in there I have a 10-gram jig. I'm trying to go after twitch shot. It's very hard this morning. We are having a lot of crosswinds, but I will give it a try. So let's try to catch some twitch shot. I already moved a bunch, so from the normal place to a little bit up on the river. Sorry for the audio. I know it's trash, but it's a lot of crosswinds through the river today. So let's try to make some casts. In this area is the only place that I'm seeing breaching. So the only real place where I'm seeing fish activity, maybe because the sun is shining here, but didn't feel any bite yet. I'm fishing for like almost 20 minutes now. I'm just collecting crap. Oh, bite! Oh, it's pulling harder than I would expect. Look at the bend on the rod. Man. Whoa, it's a fat one. Oh, it went away. It was a very big one, but nice indication. So first guy in, very strong guy. I would reckon like 40 centimeters, something like that. It was stressing the rod just a bit. Hopefully they will move a little bit down with the sun, so I have easier access because I'm fishing on top of a rock. And another one. So I'm on the good spot. This one maybe it's smaller. No. Oh. Missed this guy also, but I'm having activity in every cast, which is a good thing. Maybe the hooks are crap. So let's try to take a picture of this one. Give it a little bit less drag. I think this one is smaller. Man, another one. That's why I usually go with single hooks. But 3 casts, 3 fish. They are very active. Let's close the drag a little bit more. Ah. Man. What the hell is going on? So it's the most activity I had this year so far, but I'm not being able to hold them like a baby. Look, they are breaching. I think since I'm using 10 grams, they also get a lot more leverage on the jig to flee. So I already had 3 misses. Three straight misses. Bite. Bite. I think I sent it to the sweet spot. Let's see. It was snagged on something. Weird. So these trebles are trash. Yeah, a lot of activity right there. Try to not get my lure snagged again on the weeds, which is this part. Let's see. So I get 3 straight hook sets and they just went away, and now nothing. I think I'm fishing maybe a tad too heavy. So, worst part is that all my stuff is over there near my dad, and I really don't want to go there, but yeah. I'm not getting, even though they are very active, I'm not getting anything. Let's take the trash out. Ah, Jesus. Man, this is getting stupid. Another guy that went away, so we are 4. So I saw the guy coming after it, but didn't commit. And they are coming very, very near the shore. Man, I will be happy with putting one guy on my hand. Yeah, hooked again. Hopefully it's not that big, but so let's try to just put it in here, then I'll stop the frames. I would say 30, 40. Get this guy back on the water still while he's lively. Wow, first one. So I think a couple more and I'll be happy, because the way this is going today, man, a lot of nuisance going on with these guys. Another one is hooked. Oh, almost can compete with it because it's coming on my direction. Oh man, this one might come off. Straight. So. No, it was the assist hook that got it. So this one is out. Now the treble. Whoop. So let's say 39 again. Whoa, nice. 2 on the tally for the Tsurinoya Elf, and a lot more lost. So I think we lost like 4. We got almost in the water. We got 2 in. I know you cannot see it, but there she goes. So this one I got it because the assist hook got in. If it didn't go in, I would be mad, because whoa, I got a strike, you know, where that's like 1 meter from the tip of my rod. It just missed it. I just saw the profile, the flashing, so I need to go in that direction. They are a bit deeper, that's why we are not seeing them breach. So they breach very, very early on the morning and very, very late on the afternoon, and now they are just a little bit deeper. But man, they missed so much. I would say maybe the ones that I lost, it was because they were hooked outside of the mouth. So 2 fish on the hands and 4 went flying. But I can tell you now that this rod, I think I had a bite while I was doing that dumb stuff. It's very powerful, so this is not a rod that I would recommend for extra finesse stuff, because strike, how can I say it, sensitivity, and also because it's a hollow tip, it's more of a power finesse rod. I know that it's from 3 to 12 grams, but I'm fishing with 10, and I fished with like 5, and at 5 you will not get like the full potential on sensitivity on this rod. But for this kind of power stuff, like this jig for aging, which is the purpose of this rod, it's pretty awesome. And hooking them, it's very, that's why I'm saying I might lost fish that I would not hook normally, because since this is a hollow tip, I'm having a faster response. So maybe the fish that got near me are the ones that I usually say, oh, bite, oh, I had a strike, and I'm not able to hook them, because as you saw, it was like 3 straight casts with fish almost coming to my Alcatraz, my 4 solitude rock. And I need to be careful because the tide is coming up and I don't want to get stranded. And by stranded, I mean like getting my feet wet to go out. Well, I think it's trash. Yeah. I caught a weird stick, like a grip stick, you know, camera grip. So, mid of the day assessment of the rod. It's a bit harder on the cast. I expected that because this is a hollow tip rod, so it will not be as swiftly at it casts good, but it will not be as swiftly at casting like a solid tip rod, but it casts well. It's very, very powerful. Sensibility wise, I would say you get like full sensibility at 5 grams, even though it says that the cast weight starts at 3. You feel something, but if it's like bottom contact, I would say that the perfect range will be from 5 to 10 grams. But again, it's with almost all of the rods in the market. Other thing that I noticed so far is that I lost so many fish because I hooked so many fish. You know, when I'm fishing for Twitcha, there's a lot of hits, and today I'm not having so much hits, but I'm losing more fish. If I can make my point, I think all the fish that I brought here and lost, it's because of that hollow tip. So that would be fish that if I was fishing with usually the solid tip, the tip would load a bit, and the delay that I have putting the full swing, I think it's the time for the twitch shot to get away. So I think this hollow tip let me capitalize a little bit better the hook set, which means that I've almost caught more fish. I think what lost me those fish was this is a very, 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 very cheap jig, and I think it's the trebles on them that cost me the fish. What is this traveling on the water? I think, yeah, just some mullet going up the river. Oh, felt something. I don't know what it was, but also this is a very round profile jig, which means that the action it's not that great. I'm just using because at the beginning of the session the crosswind was atrocious and I needed something heavier, and the heavier jigs that I have are not that great because I usually don't like or need to throw them, so I only have... Whoa! This was a hefty bite. Ah man, lost it. Again, as I said, I'm getting longer, faster trigger, longer stains. I think if this was a solid tip rod as I usually use, this will just be, oh look, a bite, and it went away. So but let's proceed with the party. Since I'm on this nice vantage point where I can fish a good stretch of the river, I'm also noticing that I'm getting most of the bites on the lethargic retrieve or lethargic animation of my jig, so hopefully that will do the trick. But also I don't want to snag, so I cannot delay my twitches and my pushes too much. I don't want to get my jig buried on the bottom of the river. Man, they are getting very active. I really need to change for a spoon, so I'll go near my father. Another one. Very petite. And it went away, I think. Yeah, it went away. Nice. I think this one counts. Yeah, it should count. I think this one was actually the smallest that I caught. So the other day I caught with a skull wolf, were considerably bigger than this one. I think this one didn't crack the 30s. I think I will call this one the last because I don't have much time. This is just maddening, and we are in the middle of a heat wave in Portugal. I don't want to have a heat stroke before work because I still have to go to work today, and it's starting like it's 9 a.m. almost, and it's already very hot. Even though there's wind, the wind is actually warm and it's very annoying. Another one, probably small also. No, doesn't feel as small. Yeah. And it went away. So another misses. Bigger than the last one, but not as big as the ones that I caught. All of them caught like 6 meters from the bank. Very, very weird pattern, but that's what we are getting today. I might still try to go a little bit lighter, a little bit I think this was a hit on the rock, yeah. So I might grab a spoon just before I go and try to work the lower cast weight of this rod. Yeah. Whoa! Very acrobatic. So I would say again 40, 41. Still very lively when he went underwater, which is good. Man, I would say 4 in. So I think the spoon works a little bit better than that jig. I think this spoon gets, I would say, better animation, so it looks better on the water when you're retrieving, when it's falling. I'm seeing a lot of sunfish in bed right here, and I'm trying to not get distracted because I really want to grab a super ultralight rod and go after them, but time will not let me do anything I want. So I have 15 more minutes of fishing. Let's try to make them count. Casting 5 grams with no problems whatsoever. Which is a very, very hit. Another hit. Let's hit. Maybe this one was trash. Can't be sure. No, I saw the silver flashing on the water, so it was a twitch head. So still very active. So I'm targeting probably the right height on the water column. Yeah, and in terms of presentation, this is a lot better than the jig, at least the one that I was using. So you have a nice undulating fall with this spoon, and you also have the vibration with the retrieve. And contrary to the vibe jig that I was using in the beginning of the session with like a shrimp profile, this one doesn't need a lot of speed on the retrieve to start to vibe, which is the essence today, it seems, because they are getting in on a very slow retrieve. So I might try to go the last 10 minutes on that rock that I caught the two bigger ones, because I think it's easier to target fish from there. Yeah, let's go there. Whew. Yeah, breaching. I'm seeing fish near my spoon. Didn't feel anything. Sometimes they'll just come after it, but let's see. In here I'm a bit more exposed to crosswinds, but hopefully I don't need to cast so far to get some bites. But time is running out. Oh, I saw flashing. Yeah. $35. And I think this will be the last one. I still have a couple of minutes to do a bit more casts, but if I don't catch anything, I will pass you to the outro. And we've reached the end of the session. So today I was fishing with a Tsurinoya Elf Pro. This is the 8'2", almost 2.5 meters, was just 1 centimeter short of 2.5 meters. Very long rod. I hooked a lot of fish, most of them escaped near my hand, but they just escaped it because I was able to hook them. This is a very fast trigger rod, very comfortable. Didn't get me my arm burning or my shoulder burning, it's still messed up, but either way I really had a blast with it. It's not that expensive. You can get it for under 100 euros, which is actually pretty good. Very ergonomics are great. Sensitivity, I would call it from the 5 to 10 gram range, and you can use it at 3, but more for moving presentations. If you are like bottom contact, something like that, 100% availability of the feel of this rod is from 5 to 10 grams. With that said, it's very snappy. The day is not going so well in between me and that. We didn't put too many fish to shore, but I was able to have a lot of fun with it, even on the very bad day. So still very early in the morning, the heat wave is just blasting us. I'm already sweating like a maniac. And with that said, I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.